The structure here is we must defeat the Wendigo, except in this mission, the Wendigo, if he has any place to escape to, he will. So basically we need to get through the motel, the precinct, the woods, and the lake, and chase him all the way to the lake, and that's pretty much the only place we can permanently kill him. The game has a timer of 24 rounds, and if we do not manage to defeat the bad guy before we get through all 24 rounds, then we time out and we're all going to get a death. Or no, we got to pick somebody to take a death, and we do not get a reward for the mission, and we'll have to try it again. At the start of every player's turn, they must flip over the top mission of the clock. If it's an opening, you draw it into your hands. We may not move unless the nexus we're at is currently closed. Unless the nexus we are at is closed, then we all are going to move on to the next nexus. So our goal is to corner the Wendigo along the trail as the hours pass. All nice and ominous and everything like that. I will start with Gabriel Vargas, who will draw a hand of 5 cards. Card number 1, Omen of Doom. Card number 2 is going to be an Omen of Hope. Wow, good start. Card number 3 is some lockpicks. Number 4 is going to be a murder board, and I'm going to have to slide these over just a little bit. And then your 5th card is going to be a charm bracelet. Okay?
Excellent.
So, top screen is Jeff. Or I'm sorry, top screen is Thomas. Bottom left is Jeff. And then we get the rules, and we got a fancy cool box so we can all feel really cool about what we're doing here. And here's the overhead shot, and just for extra effects, we will zoom that in, and that should be a good view for everybody, right?
I think so.
Okay.
I think we can see it well enough to where we can find the cards on our phones.
Which is the best part about it. That's what I was hoping for. Okay, so the thing just to remind you of is in this adventure we all start in the motel. All nexuses start doomed side up. So this nexus right here is at the start of every round you must recycle 1 card into your deck as long as it's doomed side up. So we want to get this over to its omen side as quickly as possible. The police precinct is every turn that you don't move, you're going to take a point of body damage. So we want to get that to the hope side as quickly as possible. In the woods, if you lose versus a wicked gift, you must sacrifice 1 card. Sacrifice means you remove it from the game, or you remove it from your hand, and you're not getting it back unless you randomly draw it again. So we obviously want to do that one also. And then finally here is, during the initiate step, you must suffer 1 point of body damage because of the cold winter waters. So basically all these locations are pretty terrible for us as long as the doom side is up. So we want to get them over to the happy side as quickly as possible. Now, I hate shuffling the mutation cards constantly because every time you're supposed to use the mutation cards, you're supposed to shuffle them, which in my mind gets really, really tedious. So what I like to do is I like to lay out the omen cards and then roll a 10-sider to see which mutation we're going to take. And if you roll a 1 to a 2, it's this mutation card, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Otherwise, you're supposed to shuffle these all the time and just randomly draw one, which shuffling 5 cards is just dumb.
I agree.
So what we'll do is if we have to mutate, we'll roll a 10-sider. And if I rolled a 10 like that, it would be unseen, etc., etc. So that should be pretty darn easy from there, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So I will draw my hand of cards. I start with 4 cards. And my cards are the Halligan Bar, the Memory Killer, the Murder Board, and the Reaper. And now we are going to start singing, "Don't Fear the Reaper." Okay, I'm done. Okay, are you guys ready?
I think so, yes.
Okay. Taking the plunge, the lowdown. It's a new year. Time to take the polar plunge. Hundreds of insane Eisbar clubbers leap off Bloodgroom Bridge in frigid Squirrel Lake to celebrate. Well, that is unclear. But hey, it's for the kids. The Snow Angels Children's Fund benefits from the event. Ignore those rumors of kids turning into ravenous snow creatures who lead revelers to a watery doom. That's just part of the local color. You get a free can koozie for competing.
Yay.
Everybody likes canned koozies.
So we keep our beers cold.
Exactly. So, we determined totally by random that Thomas will go first. You like that? I like that. Totally diplomatic.
Absolutely.
So the first thing that's going to happen on the start of your turn is we will flip over the top card of the timer deck. And we know it's going to be an omen. And it's going to be an omen of hope. I will put this right there. And you should be able to read it. If not, I can read it to you.
So it's sustenance.
Yep. And if you want, I can probably do... Does that help you a little bit like that? Or do you want it more zoomed in like I had it?
Actually, I think you're good.
Is that good like that? Good. And then what I can do is I can slide in the motherboard, and then we can put this. Do it later.
Because this is the bad place right now, we haven't turned it over yet.
Correct.
That means that I have to go ahead and recycle one card.
Correct, because at the start of the turn, we must recycle one card back into your deck. Now, recycling means that you're going to take one card and put it at the bottom of your deck. So you don't lose it. You're not losing the hit points from it, and you're just going to send it right back to the bottom of your deck.
Okay. And are you saying that we need to go ahead and like think about? Well, I don't like that look at all when I'm looking at my cards.
Oh, then I will go back to that.
Yes, thank you. So is it better to go ahead and do the Doom now and follow through again with the Omen of Hope?
I would think so. I personally don't have any omens at all in my hand. And Jeff has 2 omens of hope in his hand. So I think we're doing okay on omens of hope at this point.
So let's get rid of this Omen of Doom that I have to feedback.
Okay, and that's going to be... Boy, this is really disorienting for me. So I will take that, and then we will pop this one up. Simply pop it up right there like that. And then Omen of Doom feedback says, during the investigate, you sacrifice us to flip your nexus to the Doom and investigate it. During the evaluate, trash the highest mind die. That's only going to be a problem if you're using mind for the encounter. Not using mind, don't need to sweat it at all. Because your mind is 3. You're okay. You're perfectly fine. You're one smart biker chick.
Yeah, that was supposed to be recycled into my deck.
Oh, that's when you're recycling. Is that what you said, you're recycling it?
Would it be better for me to recycle?
Oh yeah, and you know what? I completely forgot that's the first thing you had to do anyways, so I apologize. So that's going to recycle into your deck, so that's my screw up, and now it's recycled. Now that the start phase is done, now you can move on to the later parts of the round.
Okay, this is where I would have drawn systems, correct?
This is where you can do a support or an investigate card. So you have a support card in the charm bracelet, and you have a sanctify card, and then you have an assemble card in the murder board. So I would suggest spending one of your omens of hope, flipping over this nexus in the motel, and then seeing what we can investigate.
Okay, but the question that I was having was, this was where I should have gone ahead and recycled one before I drew one, correct?
Well, you draw at the start of your turn and you recycle at the start of your turn. So I think when it happens where you have 2 things that happen at the same time, you get to pick the order, if I'm not mistaken. So basically, you're going to draw and recycle that pretty much the exact same time, so you pick the order.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure if I could recycle the card that I drew.
Yes. If you wanted to. Because you draw first, then you recycle.
Okay. So we need to figure out what the two different elements here are. There is comfort, which is sacrifice to investigate. You sacrifice, you heal one, and then flip your nexus to hope and investigate it. If you have +2 enduring fragments, stash this element.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that. Nobody has any enduring fragments yet.
Okay. And I don't have any damage, so there's no point in trying to heal yet.
Correct.
So, the sustenance is investigate, sacrifice your nexus to hope, investigate it, and assemble using body at 1 bonus die. If you have, okay, so I think that's probably the one we want to use, so we can flip that darn card. What do you think?
I would say use sustenance because you don't need to heal.
That's what I was thinking. So, yes, let's use sustenance so we can flip over our Nexus card.
Okay.
Good side.
We will take sustenance and we will discard sustenance and we will go to the investigate step, and that says during the investigate step, in the assemble using body, add 1 body die or 1 bonus die. It's actually a bonus die, which is kind of nice. And you have ran into a threat.
Did you flip over the Nexus card?
Of course not. Why would I do that? That makes it easy on us. And on the hope side, it says that reset, you may draw 1 more card, which is kind of nice. So we'll zoom in a little bit here on this horrible thing that you're fighting, and it's going to be a rattle trap. I'll read it out loud here. It's either mind or body of a 12. If you lose versus this threat, everybody who's at your location, which is basically all of us,
summon the smell of Azeroth. Pew!
will suffer 2 mind damage, and then when you go to the end phase, you don't get to investigate anything anymore.
Okay. So, can you repeat that now?
Of course. So it's either 12 mind or 12 body. It's a threat. If you lose this fight, all of us are going to take 2 points of mind damage, and then your turn is going to be over. So you probably don't want to lose this fight.
Okay. So, I get 3 dice for the body.
Correct? So that'd be 3 green dice.
Okay. And
And then let's go ahead and look at what cards you have available for you. You have the picks, which you can sacrifice to boost. And you are doing body, so I can help you, allow you to re-roll 3 dice at the location. And yeah, I can assist you and allow you to re-roll 3 dice if you want to risk a mutate. And of course, if we want to let Jeff see what kind of cards he has to see if we...
and I've got 3 dice.
Correct. And you do have 1 card you can discard, the picks, which will allow you to boost and add 1 more green die. Although, if we look at this enemy, we see that's hack. And do you have the hack skill? You do have hack of level 1, so you get 1 bonus die automatically, because your skills match. So you'll be rolling 4 dice.
So, if you go with mind instead, I can assist you, which will give the bad thing, but with the mind, then we can roll 4. Well, yeah, but if we're willing to do the mutation, I can have Mike help, and with body, then I can re-roll 3.
You can. But then you have to risk a mutation.
So you'll have the same number of dice. Yeah, well, you'll be able to re-roll all 4. Yeah, but the odds that I'm going to want to re-roll 4 dice, all 4 dice, are pretty darn slim. I'm thinking that I'm going to at least get 1 decent die.
You would hope.
Is it too early to go with a mutation?
I don't think necessarily, no.
I think I want to go ahead and ask for your assistance, Mike. So should I roll on that mutation chart first?
Yep, roll a d10 and let me know what you get.
Okay. 1.
Oh, 1. So you get the Fury mutation. So roll a 6-sided and let's see exactly what is going to happen.
Okay.
Roll high.
That is roll high. Well, I can pray. How about a 6?
Wow, very nice. So we look at this, it says, you, during the damage phase, before you suffer any damage, you may reload one of your cards. So that's actually quite awesome. So as long as you don't fail, nothing's going to happen. So you get to roll 4 dice and
Okay,
re-roll 3 of them.
Okay. Okay. I got a 6, a 5, a 2, and a 1.
So that would be a 13. I think you succeed. So
Wow,
you have
without
managed
having
to
to roll.
successfully defeat the threat. It is defeated and discarded and removed from the game. Now, do you have any benefits when you defeat stuff, or is that Dr. Z's only? Nope, it's only Dr. Z's who has special ability. When he wins versus threats, he has the nice ability that allows him to heal anytime he wins versus a threat. If you look down at his card, if the camera would focus, win versus a threat, everybody else, or everybody gets or you pick one person to heal 1 card.
Nice. And when I evaluate something, I can recycle 1 gift, matching my skill to add +1.
Right, so you can discard a charm, a hack, a resist, or a strike card to add +1 to your roll.
Oh. That's interesting. Okay. Alrighty. That worked out pretty well.
Yep.
Should I investigate again?
I don't see why not.
Okay, let's make it so.
So we are going to use your omen right here. And you know what? If you would have actually used your picks and then did this omen right now, you could have got your picks back by healing. Because this omen right now is going to allow you to heal. Right here.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
He got the ability to reload a card after he finished that fight with rolling that 6 on the Fury or whatever it was.
Only if you took damage. He didn't take any damage, so he's actually okay.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to use the Omen of Hope.
Well, I kind of almost hate to use that, but we have to
hold
use
on to
it so that
I
we
think
can
we're
go
okay
ahead
on
and...
time. I don't think this one we're in any immediate danger of timing out quite yet.
Okay, so you think I should just pass?
I have no problem with it.
Okay, why not?
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pass. So now we get to go to Jeff. See which card you are going to get. And you gained the Grifter.
Nice.
So that puts you at 5 cards. You get to draw 1 more because you actually should be up to 6. And your 6th card is going to be the Halligan bar. Now your turn's over.
I think I'm sitting pretty happy right now.
I think you're sitting really darn happy. So back to Jeff on his turn. So at the start of his turn,
I think I'll use that one right now. I'll risk it.
One. Put that in the discard pile, and then we are going to flip over the top card, and it's going to be an Omen of Hope. And since you drew an Omen, you immediately get to draw again. And it's an Omen of Doom. Somebody's got an awesome hand. And then finally, we will get a threat. So your threat is the authorities. Because, you know, you're such a rebel against authority. The authorities are a threat that says if you win, you have to draw a new rage gift, which is very, very nice. You actually got to draw one out of the box. If you lose, you must recycle your entire hand and then end your turn. There are 15 body if you try to fight them, or 20 soul if you decide to outsmart them or use your total soul power to outdo them. So your mind is 4. Your soul is 3, so that could be 4 dice or 3 dice, but it's 15 mind or 12 soul. What attribute do you want to go after?
I think I'm going to go after mine.
Okay, so you need to get a 15 or higher. Oh wait, you really want to do that?
Can I see my cards again?
Yep.
Do I
So
have...
if you go with soul, you can use your soul patch, right?
Do any of my cards give me a help with soul?
Red. You get those 2 dice automatically, plus you get to roll 3 body dice without spending any cards. This is what you would get, and you roll 5 dice, and you would only need to roll 12 or higher.
Yeah, I think I got this. With that. So,
Kazoo night.
cards.
Thank you. So you need any cards or anything, or
No, I'm just going to go straight. Because I get 5 dice going straight.
well, I've always encouraged you, my son, to go straight.
So before you roll, you must decide if you want anybody to assist you or not. Are you going to ask anybody to assist you?
No, I'm going to do it on my own.
Okay, roll 5 dice. And you need a 12 or better.
And he has it made.
Nice. What do you get? What's your 3 highest
21.
dice?
The three
Oh,
highest.
3 highest?
Yep.
A 6, a 5, and a 4.
That would definitely be a 15. I think you would have did it even if you would have went versus the other statistic. So you defeat him, and anytime you defeat a threat successfully, you get to pick somebody who gets to heal. Unfortunately, nobody has any cards in their discard pile, so nobody gets to heal. But that's okay.
He's going to pick the Wendigo. I'd recommend one of the Omens of Hope. Just me saying.
Yeah. So I'll use Gut Punch. Yeah. Yep.
So I'll go ahead and read it for you. Siren Song. May not we've had any luck chatting her up, but I'll say this, the girl could drive. Threat. If you win, you have to examine the next card. If you lose, you must discard all your ally gifts, and that includes the grifter that you have. Then examine 3 from your deck and discard any examined ally gifts. Ooh, that could be bad. You're discard a lot of cards. So the challenge of this one is 12 mind, 15 body, 12 soul, 15 rage. Now you have 4 body or 4 mind dice, so I'd probably suggest going for mind because you only need to roll 12 or higher and you get 4 dice. And she is resist, and you have resist 1, so in this thing you automatically get 1 bonus die. So if you roll mind, you'll be rolling 5 dice without any help from anybody. You only need a 12 or better.
I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is mind. So
Do you want any help, or?
gotta roll a 12 with 5 dice.
Well,
I think I got this one.
but you only get to count the 3 highest.
Yes.
You going for it?
Now, is, you see my card, my character card, Mike?
Yeah, your character card says you can actually discard a card to give somebody +1 by discarding a card. Which is
Okay.
nice. So if he only rolls
Or-
11, you can discard a card to make him go up. So basically he has 5 dice rolling 11 or higher. Statistically, it should be easy.
Now, I've got, looking at my character card, I've got, my mind is 2. Is that facing him?
No, that's your soul, that's a 2. Your mind is a
That's my
3.
soul.
Purple is mind.
Okay, never mind. And that, actually, I could use that to help him, can't I? Because that's on the bottom.
No, you can only assist yourself
that?
with the bottom. The top stat allows you to assist anybody at your location. The left stat allows you to assist the person to the left, and the right stat allows you to assist the person to the right. Now, Frank, I actually have 3 mind, so I can assist him, and he can re-roll 3 dice because my mind is 3, and he is facing in that direction for me. So if he's feeling unlucky, he can mutate, and that'll allow him to re-roll 3 dice.
What do you think, Jeff?
I think I should be able to get this.
Okay.
I mean, you're making me rethink it, but I think I should be able to.
I would think so.
Okay.
Six, 5, and 4.
I believe that would be a 15.
That it is.
That would be a success. So you defeated a threat, so you get to allow anybody to heal. Unfortunately, nobody's needing to heal yet. We're actually doing extremely well.
And I get to examine the next card. I did, yes.
Ooh. One of the minions.
I think I'm going to play Omen of Hope. Yeah, indignation. Then, well,
So which one are you saving for the Wendigo? Nice. Okay.
but Hush says I may avoid, not that I have to. So I'll use Hush. Flipping the.
Try not to be shocked when we see its minion. You're going to confront the minion at the Nexus, so I need you to roll a 6-sider. 1, 2, 3, it's the helpless child. 4, 5, 6, you are going to encounter the Snow Angel.
Did you flip the motel back to the good?
I guess I should do that, right?
Five.
Remember, I'm being responsible for cameras, sound equipment, and everything else. You guys got to remind me sometimes.
Yep, not a problem. That's what we're trying to do.
I appreciate
rolled
it.
a 5.
So, what did you roll?
A 5.
A 5. So you know to confront the Snow Angel of Doom. She's a true threat. During the evaluate, somebody else at this location you pick must roll 1 die. The active saint, which is you, must trash... Oh, I'm sorry. All of us must roll a die except for you. I apologize, I read it wrong. And you're going to trash a die if any one of us rolls an odd die. That's hard. So basically, I'm going to roll a 6-sider, and Thomas is going to roll a 6-sider. If either one of us roll an odd, for every odd, you have to trash one of the dice you roll when you're doing your evaluate. That makes her kind of tough. And she is 13 rage or 15 soul. Your rage is only 2, so you only get 2 dice. Your soul is 3, but you have to get a 15 or better to do it.
And what is she?
She is a Snow Angel. It's 15 body or 13 rage. Although she is sense, you don't have sense though.
No.
Well, I can assist with rage. I got rage on top.
If you do rage, I could actually use the murder board. I can recycle it to give you 1 rage die.
And I can use my fence post or finger post.
So let's go back to your cards.
Yeah, I think I'll discard to get the 2. Although, yeah,
Much better.
so either way, to be able to use the fingerboard or the finger post, I have to discard it, right? Yeah, okay, so I'll use the finger post for the 2 die. Yeah. I think I can do this.
Okay, but before we do that, don't we all have to roll a die?
Oh, shit.
Okay, now, can,
I,
and I think I can discard or I can recycle a card and give him an additional die, correct?
This a test. You also have a murder board which you can discard or recycle, which will give him 1 more die. That'll give him 6 dice.
I think that's what I'd like to do.
Okay. So basically what we did in the most cinematic way, we both threw 2 gigantic murder boards at Dr. Z's and said, Dr. Z's, swing for the outfield. Swing, Dr. Z's, swing.
Okay.
So, yes, I am going to have Gabrielle help me. So I need to roll for the mutations.
Okay, roll a 10-sider.
8.
8. Terrifying. Roll a 6-sider.
3.
3. All of us must reload an omen. I don't have an omen, so that doesn't affect me, but I believe both of you guys both have omens, and reload means you just put it on the top of your deck. So Thomas, I believe you only have 1 omen, which is the omen of hope.
Correct.
So that's going to go on top of your deck. But Jeff, you have a couple different omens.
I'll do the indignation.
And now you can re-roll 3 dice.
Now, and now we need to all 3 roll
No,
a
just you
dice.
2.
Just us, or is it all 3 of us, or just, hold on, let me double check. Yeah, during the evaluate phase, no, just us, not the current active saint. It's every other saint at the current location. But if he fails in this fight, we all take damage from the snow angel. So, Jeff, you have 6 dice to roll. I'm going to roll 1 die, and I'm going to let you know so you can see if I get an even or an odd. I want an even. And I got an even, so you're not losing a die for me. Roll, Thomas.
I got an odd.
You got an odd. So after you roll your 6 dice, you must pick one of your dice to discard. I would suggest discarding the lowest rolled one. And then take your highest 3 dice, and you need an 11, or I'm sorry, you need a 13 or better. But before you do that, you get to re-roll 3 dice. So basically roll 6 dice. Pick up to 3 of them to re-roll from the assist from Gabrielle. Up to 3.
Okay. He's got 2 2s and a 3 that he is re-rolling.
Okay.
Okay. So, and he's got a discard 1, right?
Yep, and I would suggest discarding the lowest one.
Discarded a 1.
A 1.
Okay, now what's your highest 3 dice?
That's 5, a 5, and a 4. So that's 14 in rage,
That
which is
defeats
13.
the Snow
So
Angel. The Snow Angel has been defeated. Nice job. We're doing pretty darn
Yay!
good. So, since the Snow Angel is defeated, and I do believe that during this adventure, if we do defeat a minion, you may, if you want, you don't have to, there are still 3 cards left in the deck. If you want to go for extra belongings or extra bonuses, we can, but if you want to, you can go immediately to attempt to seal this location by sanctifying it. And to do that, you're just going to draw 2 cards, then shuffle 2 cards into your deck.
now, is there anyone here that has a card in their discard pile?
Oh yeah, that's right, you want versus a threat. You have a card in your discard pile, and I believe the murder board had to be, I believe the murder board is recycled. Yeah, so the only person that has a card in their discard pile is you, which is going to be your finger post.
Then it goes right back into my deck. Or I heal 1.
You heal 1, so yep, it gets shuffled back into your deck. So we will shuffle that back in. Say when.
When.
Okay.
Now, there was also something else for defeating the Snow Angel, I thought.
Nope.
With the Omen I played.
That said that you may avoid. You played the Hush, which allowed you to avoid if you wanted to.
Because I thought there was something that allowed me to see a card from another deck.
Oh yes, that's right. That is correct. I forgot about that. Was that the Snow Angel, or was that the thing we... No, I think that's the finger post that did that for you, right?
Yes, it was.
It was the finger post, that's what it was. So yeah, we forgot about that. So now you may pick any other nexus and look at the top card from it. It says other, so you can't do it from your current location. So would you like the precinct, the woods, or the lake?
Let's do the precinct.
Okay. The next card in the precinct is going to be an Omen of Hope. That's a nice thing. We're actually looking pretty darn good in this adventure, guys.
So should I attempt to close this or check out the next card, you think?
Well, you have to make a decision. I would say let's go for the close.
Okay,
that's me.
then let's close this one out.
Okay, so we're going to go for the close on this then? So that means
Yep.
you cannot do any more support or investigate actions. We're going to move to the sanctify. There's no guard, there's no escape, so it's just a seal attempt. And to seal, you draw 2 cards. First card you get is Mademoiselle Rue's Elixir, and you gain a murder board. I'll go ahead and show those to you on your camera.
Yes. Uh, the bones? Oh, okay.
So essentially, you and I both went ahead and took a point of damage. Okay.
Don't worry.
I just feel a little weaker now.
Yeah, kind
Don't
of.
worry. I'm more than willing to throw a board with nails and the wire, barbed wire at you.
Thank you.
You'll get over it. It's just but a flesh wound. Okay, so before anything else happens, since I'm doing this out of order, unfortunately, the only thing we lost was a grimoire, which is really awesome. Lucky numbers and bones. Those were lost. Our precinct is closed. All of us move over here, and this would have happened before you did your recycling of your hand. Now it's going to be my turn. So the first thing that's going to happen is I will draw a card. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to remember what this is. This one's the move one, right? Yeah, if you do not move, you suffer 1 body damage. So we want to definitely fix that. So I drew an Omen of Hope.
Nice.
It's a starlight. It says, flip your nexus to hope and examine one, then you may investigate it. Cool. Well, we already know what's going to happen when I investigate it. So I will examine. Yay, we know what's going to happen. I will get that. This Omen of Hope will go into my hand, and then I will automatically check the next location. Now we're on the hope side. And the next thing we will get is a stash.
Nice.
Camera focus.
It's a
You see that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Stash says, threat. Win. Draw 1 new gift of each virtue and keep 1. You may shuffle the rest into your nexus. Ooh, that is nice. Lose. You may sacrifice this threat, then go to end. Huh. So it's mind or body. Both my mind and my body are 3, and the target number is a 12. I would really like to get that stash because gaining extra cards is always good. I'm thinking I'm going to use the halogen bar, which I can discard to boost body. Now this is a hack in a sense. I have sense 1, so I'm going to get 1 bonus die for having sense 1. We're rolling 3 green dice because I'm using my body. And I'm playing the halogen bar to boost. I discard it, so now I have 5 dice to roll. I think with 5 dice I should be able to get a 12 or higher, right?
I think so.
I think so. You should, kind of, maybe.
Well, do you have any ability to add a +1 to me so I can make sure I only need an 11 or higher? You need to be able to discard a card that has charm, hack, resist, or strike. You do have a strike card, you have a hack card, you have 2 hack cards, and you have charm. Yeah, you can discard any one of your cards to give me a +1.
Okay, how many dice do you have?
I have 5 dice to roll, so I basically need an 11 or better on 5 dice. So,
Do you need the help or not?
I think I do with 5 dice. What do you think? All I gotta do is 11 or higher. I'm gonna go for it.
Do it.
Wait, hold on. The halogen bar has another ability. It says recycle. Add 1 body or rage die. I can get another body die that way. And I can, if I actually do that, I can actually, instead of discarding this, I can recycle this card and keep it in my deck. I think that's better. So, I got a 5, a 4, and a 3. That comes up to 12, which is all I needed was a 12. I have defeated this encounter, and since I won, I get to draw 1 new gift of every single type. And then I get to take 1 to keep, and then from there we get to cycle the other 3 into the location, which means more cards for us. So we have the Parasite, which is actually a really nice card. We have the Extra Shot, which allows us to heal. We have the Lucky Numbers. And then we have the Godmother. Ooh, this is one of the bonus cards. This one says if you somebody else loses versus a gift, I can recycle this Huh, that's interesting. So the nice thing is I can also give one of these cards to another player. And I think, Parasite is actually nice. It says during support, can look at the top 2 cards and return them in any order. So I think I'm going to keep the Parasite card that allows me to examine. I'll put that in my deck. And then these 3 cards I'm going to shuffle into the Nexus, which is the rest of the effect of what I just did, right? Right?
Yeah,
Is that what it said for stash? I shuffle them all the rest in, right? Yeah,
Yes.
you may shuffle the rest in your Nexus. It says may. So are any of these cards that anybody wants? Does anybody want extra shot or lucky numbers or the Godmother?
I would think that they would all be beneficial.
Yeah, but it's more cards we need to dig through, which may slow us down. But we're doing okay on time so far, guys. I mean, just how do you guys feel?
I think if I'd rather have it in my hand or in my deck rather than in the Nexus.
Well, that's not an option. I can
Okay.
shuffle these into the Nexus if we want to try to gain these cards. The only one that seems really good is the Godmother. These other 2 are, they're starting cards. They're alpha cards. They're not even that great. Although I wonder if I can just shuffle in the Godmother. You may shuffle the rest in your Nexus, so I don't think I can just do one. It's either all or none. What do you guys think?
I say do it.
Well, put them in the Nexus? It's a rage gift. Why don't we just put it in the Nexus?
Do it? Okay. Say when.
When?
Okay.
So what does the good side of the Nexus read? What's the benefit?
The good side says is at the end of the round, you may recycle 1 ally gift from your discard pile. So if you have an ally, you can recycle it, which means it's on the bottom of your deck, of your draw deck. And to guard, all you have to do is win versus a new rage gift, which doesn't seem that hard, especially since I'm good with rage. So for me, it seems like it's pretty doable. So I'm going to start my turn by using my Parasite and support. I'm going to discard it, and it allows me to examine 2 cards from any Nexus and return the examined cards in any order. I'm going to examine my current Nexus, and I'm going to see muscle memory. Oh, well, we know the Wendigo is right here in this location. So I'm going to see, that's some really good news. Question. There's 2 more threats in this location. Yeah, there's 2 more threats in this location and lots of good cards. Can I put these back in any order? Yeah, in any order. So if I defeat this minion right here, which I have a good chance of doing, the rest of you can go through this deck right here and start getting lots of cards. If you want. But the only way we're going to be able to go, or the only way we can seal it after that point is go through every single card. So that's a risk we'd be taking. Or I can just go for muscle memory, and then that means that you, Thomas, are going to have to go after this minion. But you're pretty good at fighting too, so it wouldn't be that bad for you. What do you think?
What's the minion most likely going to be?
It's either going to be the helpless child or it's going to be the snow angel. You get to roll for it again.
I think you should go ahead and take out the minion.
So you don't think I should just go for muscle memory and let you take out the minion? Because you're pretty
I
good.
don't think so. What do you think, Jeff? I think we need to go ahead and build up our cards.
That's what I'm saying. I think I need to just go after the minion muscle memory and let you take the minion.
Okay,
And then
you
we'll just
think
have these last 2 decks to go through, and these last 2 decks have lots of good cards in them. We should be okay from there. I think that's the best way, unless you guys see it otherwise.
You think I'm better at taking out the minion than you would be?
I think we have an equal chance.
Okay.
I mean, looking at the cards you have in your hand, you have the Halligan bar. Yeah, I think you're okay. And you can even use the picks to seal the location. Actually, wait. With the picks, I think you can see the location anytime, right?
I really don't know.
Actually, yes, you can. You can seal at any location, or you can seal at any time. So you could just dig for a while if you wanted to, and then when you're done digging, just seal it. That actually works out great. So I think I'm just going to do the muscle memory and go for the muscle memory. So I'm going to spend the Omen of Hope. It says, draw one card. When I sacrifice it, I'm going to draw one card, add it to my hand, and get another Omen. Ooh, nice. I will flip this over. We will get muscle memory, which is body or soul. My body is a 3, so obviously I'm going to go for body. Because my soul is a 1, because I'm a soulless cop. I need to get a 12 or better. This is conjure or resist. I have resist 1, so I get to roll 4 dice to get this. And even if I don't get it, I'm not going to sweat it too much. I'm not going to ask for any help. I'm just going to roll for it, okay?
Okay.
I just need a 12 or better, and that's not going to do it. That's a 10, so you couldn't even help me, so I failed to get it. It's removed from the game. I am going to end my turn. I'm not going to move. Recycle any ally from your discard pile. No allies. I need to fill up my hand. My turn is over. We are over to you, Thomas.
Okay, so you didn't take any damage off of that?
No, some missions you'll take damage from gifts. We're not doing that because we're still in the earlier missions that are a little bit easier. Once you start getting into some of the tougher ones, like I think the Faust one, you start taking damage when you fail versus gifts. And I think also the one versus the cults, you also take damage versus gifts, if I remember correctly. I know there's a couple coming up that'll do that, so you really have to make sure you're not losing it at all because it really hurts bad.
Okay, well, I guess it's my turn.
It is.
So
we will draw your Nexus card. Nexus of, or Omen of Doom. Feedback. And evaluate, try the highest mind die. Well, you're not going to go after mind versus this, or would you? Nope, you're not going to go after mind, so you don't need to worry about it. So that's actually an okay one to play right now if you wanted to.
Uh-huh. Why not?
So you're going to play it?
Sure.
And we will flip to Doom. And hey, guess what? There's a minion. Roll a 6-sider to see if it's the Snow Angel or the Helpless Child. Kazunite.
A 3.
You got a 3? So it's the Helpless Child. She's a true threat. Increase the target by half your number of enduring fragments rounded up. You have no enduring fragments. So you just need to roll 11 mind or 11 soul. And then this one said trash size mind die. So go after soul. Your soul is a 2, your mind is a 3. Ooh, that's kind of tough. You're rolling 2 dice or 2 dice basically. Charm or sense. You have charm. Okay, so you get 1 bonus die automatically versus her. You need to roll an 11 or higher. And if you go for soul, you get 3 dice like that. And then you could always use the grifter or the charm bracelet to boost your dice up.
I'm thinking it might be time for me to go ahead and use the grifter, huh? What would you recommend?
I think you always don't have a choice, do you? So go for the grifter.
Yep, I think so.
That's going to give you a 4th die, and you're going to use him to boost. That gives you 4 dice, and you only need to roll basically a 10 or higher. Because you have that nice ability to add +1 by discarding another card. So on 4 dice, 10 or higher, or do you want to ask for some assistance?
I think I should be able to do it with 4 dice.
I think you do it too.
Okay. I have a 6, a 6, and a 3.
I think a 15 does it. So this is a true threat, but it's a minion, which means you, I believe, if I remember correctly, for them, you may go to Sanctify if you want. You may close this location.
Well, I think the whole reason why we were doing this was so that we can go ahead and do some digging,
Right.
and then I can go ahead and use my picks.
Yep. But you don't have any more dig cards, unfortunately.
That's true. So, can I end my turn and then I can bring my hand back up to what I need and let somebody else do some digging?
Yeah, you can. You can definitely do that.
Because I think we're still doing pretty good on time.
I think we're doing very good on time, to be honest with you.
So,
So you can skip the Sanctify if you want, and you can do... unfortunately, we are on the Doom side, which means you are going to take 1 point of damage during the move step. And then you get to refill your hand. And it is going to be 1 point of body damage, so you are going to lose the Halligan bar or the picks. You must discard one of them.
and it's a discard, it's not a recycle.
Correct, because it's a point of damage.
Well, I think I'm going to discard the picks.
That, or like I said, you can close the precinct. See, the precinct sucks because we're going to constantly be taking damage every single round. That's why I was saying we can start digging and go through the entire woods and the lake if you wanted to go that way.
Okay, well, Jeff's in favor of closing it.
I'm in favor of
And-
closing it.
Yeah, let's just close it then.
Okay, so we're going to close it, and you have to discard one rage gift. You don't have a rage gift, so you must randomly discard one of your cards.
But if he's using the picks to close it,
Yes, you could use the picks if you want. You just want to use the picks?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Although that sacrifices them.
Oh, it does.
You know what we could do? What we could do if we want to do the smart, what we could do is, if I remember correctly, this one says that anybody can discard. If you look at the bottom of it, anybody can discard a rage gift. I'll do the discard. Because I have a rage gift. I'll lose my Reaper. Not a big deal. I can get it back.
Okay.
So I will discard my Reaper. That will close this location. We will go to the move step where we all move. Nobody takes any damage at all. And then we go to the end step where you get to reset your hand, which means you have 3 cards. Normally you get 5, so you get to draw 2 more cards. And you will get an Omen of Hope. And you will get the memory stick. That actually works out pretty darn good for you. And that will end your turn.
Okay. So, Jeff
Wow.
closed the first Nexus. I closed the second. I guess, Mike, it's up to you to close the third.
Look what we lost out on.
Oh. Street Sweeper.
Yeah, and look what else we lost out on.
Okay, a monster truck. Holy cow.
Everybody needs a monster truck.
Yeah.
that would be awesome.
Okay, Jeff, it's your turn. And we are on, let's see, lose versus a wicked gift. You must sacrifice 1 card. We need to go with some positive omens here. Very, very.
I think I'd use the gut punch burst. Yeah. Oh, I have to sacrifice, or I have to bury a card first.
Damage.
Oh, okay.
And you're going to get, oh, look, it's Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear is a gift. You can use him, you can sacrifice to avoid an encounter, or you can discard him to boost body. He's an 8 body or 11 soul to gain that card. You have 3 soul and 2 body.
So I'd go with the soul.
Well, it's
Uh, I think that I should be able to get it with a 4 dice. Yeah. Is it wicked? Okay, so yeah, I should be able to get it with 4 dice. 10.
Do you want to discard one of your cards that gave him +1, Thomas?
I don't think it's needed. But that means I end my turn, doesn't it?
No, it does not mean you end your turn. You're okay.
Yeah, I don't think I need it.
I wanted a teddy bear though.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Halloween. The extra razor's gift is 10 mind or 7 rage. During a symbol versus a threat, you may sacrifice to add 2 bonus dice. So your mind is a 4. So you could roll 4 purple dice, and all you need is a 10 or better to get that into your deck.
I think I'll do that.
No bonus dice?
No bonus dice because it's a strike and you don't have strike skill. All you have is hack, resist, and study.
Yeah, but I still think I should be able to get 10.
With 4
Yeah.
dice.
That's what you did last time.
Yeah.
Exactly. You rolled a 10 last time, so you know how to do it now.
Here goes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wow.
A six and 2 twos.
Wow, that did it. So you gained the extra razor blades. The best way to make Halloween even better.
Woohoo! I think I'll use my grifter to give you my murder board. Oh, then I'm going to give you my. Yeah.
No, that was Jeff, but in the previous game.
Our black. Yeah.
Is that's it for your turn, right?
Yes.
Okay, my turn. I have 2 omens in my hand. I will draw from the clock and we will get, an omen of hope, comfort. Says, sacrifice, heal 1, then flip your nexus to hope. Well, I would love to heal 1. I would love to get my Reaper back, or even the Parasite. They're both good. So I'm going to use the omen of hope, which is heal 1. So say when. Somebody say when for me.
When?
Okay, so
I love that. 5-hour blackout when it absolutely has to be tomorrow, today.
yes. Okay, now I get to examine my current location, which is still on the hope side, and we will flip and we will reveal an omen of doom. Ominous. I'm going to get the Wendigo here. Oh, it's almost like I called it. That was unfair. Okay, so the Wendigo. So the Wendigo sucks because I have to discard 3 body dice versus the Wendigo, right? Yeah. And everybody's going to take a hell of a lot of damage during this fight, too, if I don't beat it. So, obviously, I'm going to go Rage, which is going to be 4 dice. This fight sucks, you know that, right?
Oh, yeah. Especially when you know that you cannot kill it.
Yeah, well, at least it runs away, so it's okay.
Yeah, then it's Wendigon.
Yeah, Wendigon, yep. I'm going to recycle an Omen to add a Rage die, which will be a bonus die. That's my special ability.
You have sense, don't you?
What was that?
You have sense, don't you?
Sets of what?
Sense, that's the ability on the card.
Oh, is it Sense? It is Sense. Ooh, that gives me a bonus die. Good eye, thank you very much. I can't use the murder board on myself, but I can use it as a rage gift to boost my rage, which will give me 1 more die. That puts me up to 7. That'll counteract the 3 dice I have to discard.
Now, I can aid you too with 3 dice.
Actually, even better, since I use the murder board, it's a strike card. My strike is 2, so that's actually going to give me 1 more bonus die. So I actually have to roll 8 dice versus this. The only thing I would ask for is somebody to aid me. That way we can guarantee I roll high enough to whack this freaking Wendigo upside his head so hard that it has to run to the lake.
Well, I can aid you, and that's 3 rerolls.
I'm good with that. You mind?
Don't mind at all.
Okay, so I'll roll the 10-sider. Mutate will be a 9, which will be the unseen. I will roll a 6-sider. Roll high. 5. Ooh, that's good. It says mutate. Roll 1 die. If the result is not less than your total mind, I suffer 1 mind damage. My mind is 3. So I must roll a 2 or less on a 6-sider? Oh, I have sense. So that's actually, I get that +1. So I need to roll a 3 or less on a 6-sider. If I don't, I take a mind damage.
If it's not less.
Right, so it's not less. So I need to roll less than.
What was the mutation card?
It says unseen, mutate. Roll 1 die. If the result is not less than my total mind, I suffer 1 mind damage. But it says sense, so I get to add +1. So I need to roll under a 4
Okay.
on 1 die. So this has to be under a 4. You ready? This is a 3 or less, no damage. It's not. I take 1 point of mind damage. And unfortunately, I have a mind card, which is the memory killer. So the memory killer is my point of damage. Well, that's not too terrible. So the good news is I get to roll 8 dice, and I get to re-roll 3 of them, right?
That is correct, yes. Yes.
Okay. Let's see what we got here.
It's like a 6, 6, 5.
So that would do it, but just for grins, I'll re-roll the 3 dice.
So, but you got to sacrifice now. So you got to trash a number of dice equal to your body virtue.
Trashed.
Okay. Yay.
So the Wendigo is Wendigon. That was very nice. That was actually super duper nice. So he immediately runs away to the only location left. This location is automatically sealed. So the only thing we lose out on, hey, that actually worked out great, because look what we had left. 4 threats.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow.
1 rage card. So that actually worked out really in our benefit. That was nice. That was beyond nice. Oh, say when.
When
Okay.
apparently Wendigo-ness is a mental illness. It's a
Interesting.
psychosis.
And Nexus is closed. So we all move during the move step. And now we go to the end of phase where I get to draw 2 new cards into my hand. Wow.
Now just remember,
Wow.
the cold water makes things shrink, okay?
That's what they say. And Thomas, we'll move this over down here. Well, maybe not. I want to move it a little bit closer so we can see it. So Thomas, start of the turn. Wait, hold on. Make sure initiate, suffer 1 body damage. So every time you initiate, which is basically examining a location, you're going to take 1 point of body damage until we get this over to the hope side. So we want to get this over to the hope side as quickly as possible. Luckily, you have an omen of hope.
Yes.
And you also have an omen of doom. So the omen of doom, deviltry, sacrifice, recycle 1 random card, then flip your nexus to doom and investigate. That card sucks.
Yeah. So I guess we're going to go ahead and we'll go with the omen of hope.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Omen of hope. Sacrifice to heal 1. You have to heal your 1 card. And then flip your nexus to hope and investigate. So you won't take damage because it'll flip before the damage would happen. And this says during investigate, you may suffer 2 body damage to investigate, then flip this nexus. I don't think you're going to do that too much. Here's your heal. Okay, and are you ready to see what you find?
Yes.
You found a love battery.
Ooh.
So the love battery says, soul gift, discard to boost soul. Support, slot. Slot means you put it on top of your hero. While it's slotted, anytime you confront something, you may lower the cost to play your gifts. At the end of the current round that is slotted, you must bury this gift. So it's only usable for 1 round like that, but that's still very, very nice. It's 10 soul or 13 body. You have 2 soul dice or 3 body dice. So I'm probably wagering you to go with body. And since it's
Correct.
charm and hack, you automatically get 1 bonus die.
Nice. So that's 3 dice.
Well, technically 4 dice. Well, you could
Well,
go
4
3
dice
dice and roll a 10 or better, or 4 dice and roll a 13 or better.
Well, I'm going to go with the the body.
You
And
know, it's mind or soul. So
mind or okay, we're gonna go soul.
okay, so you're only rolling 2 blue dice, and you got to roll a 10 or better on 3 dice.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with the other one. Go mind. Yeah.
And roll
I
4
keep
dice.
thinking. Okay, so I want to roll 4 dice to make 13.
Although, to be perfectly honest, if you
Uh-huh.
wanted to, you could. The nice thing is you really don't need the picks anymore, because once we defeat the master, the location closes. You don't need to use your picks to close this location. So you could... Oh, no, wait, soul, never mind. I take it back. Ignore me. You could use your charm bracelet. If you wanted to go for the 10, you could do this, and then use your charm bracelet like that if you wanted to. That'd still give you 4 dice. You only need to roll a 10 or better.
You know, I think that's probably the best idea right there.
I think it is too. I mean, 10 or better is not that hard. And then the charm bracelet, you really don't need it right now. So the charm bracelet says discard to boost your soul, which we did. And now you get 4 dice to roll.
Okay. And I'm gonna roll it. Okay, what do I need to beat?
A 10.
A 10. And I gotta use 3 of these dice to do it, huh?
Right.
Well, how about a 5, a 3, and another 5?
That would do it. I love the dramatic effect on the pause there. That was really nice. Very dramatic. So, you get to gain. There you go.
The love battery.
The love battery. Because everybody loves a little love battery. Somehow that got a little bit distorted. Let me see if I can fix that.
It's just with that that particular screen show that you had.
Yeah, I think that was my fault. I think what I want to do is put this... What I should have did this. This would have been smarter.
Now, if you take my cards and reduce them a little bit. There you go. I'd put the game box away. We don't really need that.
Good night.
Good night. There we go. And then now you can. Nice. This way we can actually read the quick reference guide.
Yeah, now it's readable. There you go. How's that look?
That looks much better. And Jeff likes red, so he likes that red border on that.
Border gun.
You see that? He did that just because you like red. Okay, so
I want to throw an apple.
So we're doing really good on time. What would you like to do? You could flip it to the doom side. Just remember, if you flipped it to the doom side, that means you're going to take 1 point of damage when you investigate.
yeah, see, I really don't want to flip it to doom.
Yeah, I know. Especially since we know that I have tons and tons of omens of hope. And on my turn, what I could do is I could just hand you one of my omens. Or, does anybody have a grifter?
Yes,
Actually,
I do.
Jeff has a grifter, so Jeff can take one of my omens of hope, and I can give you one of my omens of hope, guaranteeing that both of you can keep the omen of hope happy train going.
So he'd be using his grifter to deliver an omen of hope to me?
Well,
Is that...
actually, could do that, but he'd be using the grifter to take one of my omens of hope.
Ah,
Because what the grifter allows him to do is it allows him to exchange cards with another player. Or give a card or take a card from another player.
ah. Okay, so either way, that means that I go ahead and I will pass, right?
So you're going to end your turn? So before you end your turn, do you want to give any of your cards away?
Well, what card do I give away, though?
You don't have to. You could just say you're done, and then you can decide to discard. You could discard your Omen of Doom, or Omen of Doom right here, which means then you can draw back up to a new card and replace it.
I think that would be the best bet.
So discard it, and then you'll fill your hand back up, and you got a grifter. Very nice. You got yourself a grifter. Okay, and then we will start with Jeff's turn. So, Jeff's turn. You get an Omen of Doom.
Now, that was the time card that I drew, right? Then yes, I would like to take a card from you, please. Was the creature a hope or a resist or hack? Because I've got a +1, or I've got hack also, so that makes it a +1 instead of recycling. Then it's I thought if you have the same stat as it, then it. Okay. Well, ooh.
Your syphilis heals on its own.
Yes.
Murderboards. Murderboard is 7 rage or 10 body. Your body is a 2, and your rage is a 2. So 2 dice and get a 7, or 2 dice and get a 10.
I think I want to go for the 7.
Yeah, I would too. Let's see. It's a hack resist. Nope. But it is wicked. That means that when you get it, you don't have to recycle it. Because it's a wicked card. Wicked goes from recycle to shuffle, which is nice. So you get 2 red dice, and you got to roll a 7 or higher, unless somebody wants to assist you.
Okay, well, the rage, I can assist you and re-roll 3 dice, but
Yeah, you can only
Or
roll
I
2
could-
dice.
I could discard a card and give you an additional +1.
And you can do that after you see if he succeeds. So basically he needs a 6 or higher on 2 red dice.
Okay, here goes.
Okay.
I got a 7.
Right on. You gained yourself a nice murder board. You can go murderize people now. Congratulations on your murder board.
Thank you.
Now what are you going to do?
And yeah, I don't.
You want to discard that Doom?
Yeah, discard the Doom. Since I can't. It's anyways. Yep.
Back to me. I will draw from the timer deck and I'll get another omen. I'm going to...
Is that a good omen or a bad one?
I got a good omen.
Nice.
So I'm going to give you the omen of hope. I'm just going to basically bypass the support and investigate, and I'm going to move all the way to the movement part or the transfer part. And during transfer, instead of moving, since I can't move, I'm going to give you a card. So I'm going to give you this omen of hope starlight. It says you may examine one and then investigate. So you can actually look at what you're about to do if you want, and I think that'd be a good one for you because then you see what's coming up and be ready for it. So I will give you this omen of hope.
Okay. So is there a reason why you didn't, don't you have multiple omens of hope?
Yeah, I do.
Is there a reason why you didn't want to investigate?
My fear is all I have is omen cards. And I'm afraid I'm going to get the Wendigo and it's just going to kick my ass and it's going to hurt all of us because I don't have any way to boost my dice. I literally have no cards. Let me show you what I got in my hand.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I could have, but I'm basically just going to roll the dice I got. And
Yeah.
I'm seeing that we're not really pressed for time, so I was like going, why worry about it?
By the way,
So I'm going to
it's
discard, fill my hand back up to 4, and now I got cards to do stuff with, and now I'm just going to end my turn.
By the way, it's Channing Tatum's birthday, so assemble using rage. You may charm.
Is that the new thing in the app?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's funny. That's actually quite funny. So, Thomas, start of your turn.
Yes.
Omen of Doom. Your Omen of Doom is sacrifice, suffer 1 body or rage damage, and flip your Nexus to Doom and investigate it. Not absolutely terrible, but you do have an Omen of Hope, so you don't have to worry too much about it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and use the omen of hope.
I was hoping you would do that. Sorry. Bad puns are bad, I know. So it says sacrifice, flip your Nexus to Hope, and examine it. So you examine, and you see that it is a werewolf. Now, werewolves are very nasty because if you're at an Omen of Doom or a Nexus of Doom, they're a lot tougher to defeat. Luckily, this one is not. So you may investigate and attack that werewolf if you like. Do you want to attack that werewolf?
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay. The werewolf is threat, 11 body, 14 rage. If you evaluate at a Doom Nexus, increase the target by 2. Damage, if no body or rage gifts are damaged, discard the top card of your deck. It's a Skinwalker and it's sense. Luckily, oh, you don't have sense, do you? Ooh. So you need 11 body or 14 rage. Luckily, your body is a 3 and your rage is a 3, so you could just do body without worrying too much.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go body.
So if you go body, that's going to give you 3 dice. And then you got your Halligan bar and you got your picks, which can give you another body. And I do believe the picks are hack And you have hack 1, so if you play the picks, you can get 1 green die and 1 bonus die since you are skilled in hack. And we don't really need the picks anymore to worry about closing any of the nexuses.
I think that's a great idea.
I do too. So we will discard the picks. You'll gain a body die because you boosted. And then there's your bonus dice. So you have 5 dice to roll an 11 or better to take out a werewolf.
Alrighty, I am gonna roll.
Roll with it.
Okay. Okay. The top 3 dice are a 6, and a 4.
So it looks kind of like that. Oops, hold on. For a dramatic effect. It looks like that.
That is correct, yes. And those other 2 dice are 2 3s.
Nice. So you have defeated the werewolf. It's a threat. It is removed from the game. We don't have to worry about it no more. What would you like to do?
Okay, well, the only other way I can investigate is to use an Omen of Doom.
Well, don't you have a grifter?
I do.
Well,
So,
I can grifter
I-
another Omen of Hope over your direction.
Yeah, let's do that.
So is that what you'd like to do?
Yes, please.
So I believe you have your grifter. Your grifter is right here. Grifter says initiate, recycle, give 1 card or take a card from another saint. So since it's recycle, it goes to the bottom of your deck. And then would you like a omen that allows you to get 1 bonus if you go for soul, or would you like one that decreases your damage to 0 if you take any damage?
Let's decrease the damage to 0.
Okay. There you go, sir. Omen of Hope.
Wow.
And use it?
Okay, let's use it.
Okay. Hey, there's your teddy bear you wanted.
Yay! What do I have to do? Yeah, that's some nice glare.
Yeah, I just saw that. How about I fix that problem? Ta-da! Problem solved. See, imagine, isn't it magical how quickly we do that? So,
Yeah.
8 body or 11 soul. Your body is 3, so you will get 3 dice. It is a resist, which you have a 1. You can have 4 dice, and you need to roll an 8 or better to get Mr. Bear.
Okay, let's do that.
But it is a decapitated bear.
Oh, it's a damaged bear.
Damage goods. He'll get over it.
That's what happens when you mess around with a murder board.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. I went ahead and I got 2 4s, a 5, and a 6. Yeah, I think I may have gotten it.
I think you got it. So, congratulations. You now have a Mr. Bear. You can never, ever go wrong with a Mr. Bear. Unfortunately, you do not have any more digging cards left, so I think your turn is going to be over unless you want to use that Omen of Doom.
Nah, I think I'll discard that.
Okay. And draw back up to 5? Actually,
Exactly.
before you do that, you do have the option of giving a card to any other player, because we do have to do the transfer step. So you can do the transfer step, or you can just ignore it, discard the Omen, and refill your hand.
So we can do a transfer and I can still discard it, huh?
Correct. Because if you ever look over here, I know I haven't put this up for you guys too much, but I think you guys got, well, actually, let's just do this this way.
You printed, or you sent it to us and we printed it out.
So you have Investigate, then you have Sanctify, then you have Transfer. During transfer, you can either move or give a card. So we're basically in the transfer step right now where you can give a card, because we can't move because there's only 1 nexus left. We're all at this nexus right here at the lake. So you can give a card, and if you don't want to give a card, you're going to move to the end phase.
Okay. So where is that transfer in on here?
Transfer step number 5.
Okay, that's transfer. You may move or give a card.
Yep.
So I'd be giving a card to another saint,
If you like, yep.
and then reset, and the end is the discard. Okay, got it.
Yep.
Alrighty, so I think I want to go ahead and give a card. What card should I give? Because Jeff's got 6 cards,
Uh-huh. I only have 3 cards.
so
And
maybe
an
I
Omen
should
of Hope.
give one. I should give one to you.
Well, looking at your thing, you have 2 green cards right now. You don't need 2. I mean, I don't necessarily need it, but I mean, that'd be the most logical one.
Okay,
It's a tough call.
how about if I give you my Halligan bar?
Okay, I'll take the Halligan bar.
The app really needs a search bar.
And then you're going to discard your Omen of Doom.
Yes.
And then you're going to refill your hand to 5. Ooh, everybody needs a pearl-handled revolver.
Nice.
Yep.
But I
Okay.
agree with Jeff. The app really needs a search bar.
Yes, it does. I do agree. But Jeff, you got an Omen of Hope, Righteous Anger.
Yeah.
I think I want to use that one. That is blue.
Nice.
I think I want to.
Absolutely.
I think I'm gonna risk the mutate for the rerolls.
What's now? Well, how many dice do you get?
Got to roll 10 or better. Technically
Okay.
a 9 or better since he's at the same location as you.
Yeah, because I can go ahead and I can discard a card if I need to.
Yes, you can.
I think I can do this without getting your help.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Twitchcraft is a powerful card. You don't want to miss out on it.
Yeah, I'll still ask for the help.
You're going to
So I'm
mutate?
going to 10-sider.
Okay,
Yep.
roll the 10-sider.
4.
4. That is going to be Fragile. Roll a 6-sider.
4.
If you fail the check, you must sacrifice 1 gift. Don't fail this check. Roll your 4 dice. And then re-roll the 2 lowest dice, if you want.
So which one of my cards should I get rid of, you think?
Well, it's only if you fail.
The bracelet or the... But this is for that 4th die.
Oh,
Okay. I will use that for it then. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
right
I
on
got
the
10
nose.
exactly with the first roll.
Nice. Don't even need to re-roll anything. Very, very nice. So now you get to add Twitchcraft to your deck.
Yep.
Comes up to Frank Block, who will draw the timer and get an Omen of Doom, which I am not going to use. I will spend my Omen of Hope, which is good karma. It says flip your Nexus to Hope and investigate it. During assembly using Soul, add 1 bonus die. Huh. A Hugger Mugger. 15 Rage or 12 Mind. Cannot play Surge Gifts during Confront. This guy is tough. So I need 12.
Not everyone wearing a free hugs shirt is worth hugging.
Pretty much, yeah. So nobody can play Surge Gifts to help me on this one. I could discard Bones to boost my mind because it's not a Surge Gift. It's a Relic Wicked Conjurer. That still give me 4 dice to roll 12 or better. He is resist, so I'd actually get 5 dice versus this guy.
And if I help you, then you can reroll 4.
Ooh. True. But do I really need the help?
I don't know, it's up to you. I just figured I'd put that information out there.
5 dice and all I need is a 12 or better.
You want to risk the mutation?
Nah, I'm going to roll the 5 dice. And I'm going to discard my Bones to do it. I just need a 12 or better. I think a 16 does it.
Yeah, there you go.
So the Hugger Mugger is defeated. I'm doing really good on cards. I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna risk the Omen of Doom. I think I'm gonna risk the Omen of Doom. Okay, during initiate, I'm going to suffer 1 damage. Ooh, it's a freaking werewolf too. Oh, that's lame. Suffer 1 body damage. So, oh, why did it have to be a werewolf? That was the worst thing it could have been. So there's my body damage. Werewolf is going to be a 13 or a 16. Ouch. Maybe I shouldn't have been so gutsy. Let's see. He's sense. I have sense 1. I'm not going to rage. I'm going to body versus this guy. So I got 3 dice. I get 1 more because of sense.
Are you on my right?
I am on your right. That would give me 3 dice to reroll if I mutated. But if I take damage, I'm only losing 1 card. Because I'm only down to 1 card. So 1 damage is not going to kill me. I just lose 1 card. And I still have plenty of cards to refill my hand. The only problem is he gets shuffled back into the deck. It's probably better for me to take him out, isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm going to mutate it. I'm going to get your assistance and a roll of 5. That means swarming. Oh, one of the worst things you can get. Swarming number 2. Terminate. A saint at each nexus must confront a copy of this threat. Oh, great. So after I fight it, every one of you must fight it also.
Oh, wonderful.
No, not wonderful. Sorry, everybody. I think I need your reroll power.
Wow. Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's 6, 4, 13. That's exactly what I needed to defeat him. Okay, so I defeated him. Barely. So he's defeated. Now each one of you must fight a copy of this creature. So he is 13 body or 16 rage. Thomas, you're up next.
Okay. I'm going to go with the body.
Okay. You can use Mr. Bear to boost if you would like. So you have 3 body dice. He is a sense. Do you have the sense skill? You have, no, you have charm, hack, resist, and strike. So you have 3 dice. If you got rid of Mr. Bear.
That would give me a 4th.
Yes, it would.
Yep, I definitely need that. So Mr. Bear is bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Mr. Bear. That gives you 4 dice, and you just need to roll 13 or better. I can help you if you want to risk mutating. The good news is a copy cannot copy itself. So if you get swarming, it can't copy itself.
Well, you know, why not?
Okay, roll a 10-sider.
Just let me roll it. I want to roll it. Okay. A 1.
Okay. Fury, roll a 6-sider.
Six.
Okay, before you suffer damage, you may reload 1 card. So as long as you don't take damage, you're fine. That's a great result. So roll 4 dice and you need a 13 or better.
Okay. 6, 6, 4.
Ooh, that is a 16. You defeated your copy. Guess who gets to try next?
There you go, Jeff.
Yeah. But yes. If I go up against the werewolf, using the Twitchcraft, then can I use the bracelet to add a extra soul die? So that would bring me up to 4. Can someone help? Okay.
Now, if he went with rage, I could assist.
Would someone be able to? Would someone be able to assist me with body? Then I would like to ask for your assistance with this one. 6. Got a 6. 3. Uh,
I don't remember. Well, I did. I don't. Oh, I rolled a 1 with the 10-sided. I think you rolled a 3. Okay.
Not reading carefully.
Well, when you're taking care of all the cameras and everything else.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yes.
distracting. Okay, so I have 1 card left in my hand. I have 4 cards left in my hand. My turn is over. We're up to you, Thomas. And you are going to draw from the Nexus deck an Omen of Doom. Of course, now that we need the good cards, we're going to keep getting the Omens of Doom now.
Okay, well, I'm looking at my cards. Because it's currently a Omen of Doom. Or
Yeah, this is
it's
Doom
on-
Nexus right now.
Well, would it be bad for me to just give a card to somebody and discard the Omen of Doom?
No, but we're starting to run low on our timer. And we still got a couple cards to go through, so I don't know if we want to do that. You may just want to start risking taking the damage by initiating. I mean, you do have the Memory Killer, which you could actually use right now to get some cards back in your hand. Because if you look at the Memory Killer, you can discard it right now or sacrifice it right now to heal 3.
How many am I down?
You currently have 4 cards in your discard pile. And you currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards left in your draw pile.
Okay, well, I think that would be a good thing to use now.
So you're going to sacrifice it?
Yep, I'll sacrifice it.
Okay, and then we'll say, whoops, the camera. Say when.
When?
Okay.
You go.
This card you keep. These get shuffled back in your deck. Say when.
You go.
When?
Okay. And now you can use your Omen of Doom and not worry about too much about the damage if you like.
Yeah, might as well.
I love how it says Horror Show. Horror Show. Flip your Nexus of Doom and investigate it. In Evaluate versus a threat, trash the highest die. And it's going to be a threat. The minion. Now the good thing about the bystanders, for every bystander we get out displayed, that's one less damage that we have to worry about his ability where we lose the body dice versus the Wendigo. So if we get enough of these bystanders out, then the Wendigo won't be thrashing our body dice anymore.
Nice. Okay. So these are bystanders.
Correct. Innocent bystanders.
Oh. What innocent is in there?
Well, yeah, innocent.
And it's a threat.
So if we get this bystander successfully in our, successfully save this bystander, we get one bonus die versus the Wendigo. You get a bonus die for every bystander we save.
Well, that's kind of nice.
But before we can even try to get this minion, you need to take one body damage, which means you want to take one of your body cards and discard it. So it's either going to be Mr. Bear, or I think Mr. Bear is your only body card. So Mr.
Yep.
Bear,
Mr. Bear goes bye-bye.
Right there.
discard. So those are the cards you have. The bystander is 10, 10, 11, or 11. It's 10 mind, which you have a 3 mind. 10 body, you have 3 body. 11 rage, you have 3 rage, or 2 soul, or 11 soul, and you have a 2 soul. So I'm thinking you're probably going to go mind, since you have your memory stick, or body. Well, I want to go body since you don't have a body card anymore.
Let's do mind.
You're going to mind? So that's going to be 3. And it's a charm card. You have a charm skill of 1, so you get 1 bonus die already, right off the bat. If you do your memory stick, that would give you 5 dice.
Yeah, let's do that.
So discard the memory stick to boost mind. That puts you at 5 dice to roll.
Okay, I think that'll work. Okay. Do you think I should ask for help?
I think with 5 dice, you should be able to roll a 10 or higher. Actually, technically a 9 or higher, because you still have that +1 ability.
That is true. Okay, let's do that. Okay. I need a 10 or higher?
Yep.
Okay. How about 2 4s and a 6?
Dramatic pause, that's a 14. That does it. So the minion is defeated. We will put the minion next to the Nexus to signify that we have rescued one of the bystanders from the lake. And that means when we fight the Wendigo, we get +1 die.
Nice.
Very nice. So I don't think you have any omens left. Do you want to give away a card during the transfer step, or you just want to move to end?
Well, let's see. How about... I'm thinking that the next person that can battle... Jeff doesn't have any omen cards.
Neither do I. But he's going to draw an omen card.
Okay, well... How about... Which one would you like, Jeff?
I really don't know.
Just remember, if you give away a card, that's more cards you need to draw from your hand. That puts you closer to death, too.
I think I'd hold on to what you got.
Okay, you think I should just keep what I got? Yeah, let me just go ahead and just pull my hand back out.
Oh, Omen. Hey, you got your grifter back. Way to go, grifter man. Okay, Jeff, you get an Omen of Hope. Indignation. Confront. Decrease your damage to 0. Very nice. That means you don't have to worry about taking any damage if you fail.
Nice.
Yes.
Ooh, another bystander. So, bystander, do you have charm or sense? No, you're hack, resist, or study. So you don't get any bonus dice. So you could do 4 mind if you wanted. And you need to roll 10 or better. Without adding in any cards, you're at 4 dice right now.
Yeah. Yes, I did. Okay,
Nice.
so I guess I'll use the blackout as a extra die to give me 5 dice. Yeah.
Yep, the memory color.
What is the traits on blackout or the memory killer? I've got. And I need to get a 10 or better?
10 or better on 6. Technically a 9 or better since you're at the same location as Gabriel.
Yeah, I got it.
Nice.
6, 5, and a 5.
Very nice.
Transfer a murder board to my dad. Yeah. And there, now you both have your cards back.
Back to my turn. I will draw an omen, and I'll get an Omen of Hope. Says, in avoid, you may avoid if you want. I doubt I'm going to want to avoid. I'm going to confront. Ooh, the Zaminion. Let's see here. I am going to go with Rage, because I'm just an angry, angry person. That gives me 4 dice. I have Resist, Sense, and Strike. Sense on this, so that's going to give me 1 bonus die. So I got 5 dice. And if I want, I can recycle a card to add a Rage die if I want. I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to recycle the Dead Sea Salt. It's going to give me 1 more dice. And I got it. That's 15 right there. So that's 3 minions down.
Nice.
I'm going to end my turn. And now it's up to you, Thomas, just so you know, we only have 3 cards left. One of them's a minion, one of them's a master, and one we don't know. Just so you know.
That we don't know.
Right. You have an Omen of Doom, and you also have an Omen of Hope. You have the hookup. In a symbol versus a gift, add 1 bonus die. I assume you're going to use that?
Yes.
Ooh, we're getting all the minions out.
That is
So,
nice.
looking at your deck of cards you got, what would you like to do? That Wolfram Cube would be good. That gives you 4 dice. And Charm and Sense. You have Charm, so you're going to get 1 bonus die on this already. If you went Body, that's 3 dice already right there. And if you did that Wolfram Cube, that would give you that dice to roll. That'd be 5 dice.
I think I like that.
Is that a good combination?
Yes.
So you're going to boost with this.
Yes.
Let's see what you can do with...
So, what did the description on the Omen that I played? What was that?
Oh, that's right. It said versus a gift, add a bonus die. This is not a gift. In a symbol
Okay.
versus a gift, this is a threat.
Okay. And I'm rolling it.
Rolling.
And I got to beat a 10.
Correct.
I got a 6, a 3, and a 2.
11, you did it. Nice. And you have an Omen of Doom if you want to push it, your luck. Now, there's only 2 cards left. One of them is the Wendigo. One of them
I'm
is
gonna
something
pass.
else.
I think I'm going to pass.
Okay. You have
I'm
5
gonna
cards in your hand?
I'm going to go ahead and discard that Omen of Doom. That one.
And you get a charm bracelet.
That's better.
There you go. Jeff, you ready?
I really didn't want to switch it over to the Doom side for us to find the Wendigo.
Yes. So what does Judgment do again?
Negative.
No. Times 2. That is
Nice.
nice.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I hear the drum roll. The Wendigo. So, Wendigo is sense. You don't have the sense skill. So he is 16 rage or 14 body. Now I told you with the Monsterpedia what that does, right? You can
Yes.
roll 4 dice of mind versus him if you like. But you need a 16 or better.
I think that's pretty good because I can assist with a 3.
Although if I do the finger post, I get 2 dice also.
But you
Or I can roll 4.
but you can still do that. because you're attacking with rage. But by using the Monsterpedia, you're rolling mind dice instead.
We have 4 bonus dice automatically, so you don't get any more bonus dice. So if you did Monsterpedia, you'd be rolling 4 of your mind dice, and then you just want to look for an assist from somebody. You're going to be rolling 8 dice.
Okay.
And then you are going to discard 2 of them, or trash 2 of them because of his thing where he says you trash body dice.
Okay. Yeah, so getting someone's help with this.
Okay, so
And I would
It's
take
rage.
Gabrielle's help on this one.
Okay.
it's rage. So you're using 4 dice plus 4 of your. Oh, you want to roll a d10 so that you can figure out what your mutation is.
Yep. Yes.
Yes.
But don't I have to figure out what the mutation is first? Okay. Seven.
7 is going to be terrifying. The terrifying Wendigo. Roll a 6-sider.
6.
Somebody else at your location must reload a card. Since this is for the game, I'll do the reload. It doesn't really matter. I'll reload my Vice Dog. That's all it is. That's not bad at all. Now you are going to use your Monsterpedia, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
you discard the Monsterpedia, and since you're steeled and steady, this gets recycled instead of discarded. I love Monsterpedia. It's so nice. And now you get to roll all of these dice, and then you have to discard 2 and take the highest 3, and you need a 16 or better. But before you do any discarding, you get to re-roll 3 of them.
So 5.
So take those 3 ones and re-roll them. Oh, that's so much better. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so you're going to discard. You got to discard 2, right?
Trash 2 dice. I'm assuming you're going to trash the lowest 2.
A 5 and a 3.
Those are your
Are being
lowest?
trashed. Well, I've got a 6, and a 5. Because I can only use 3 dice against him, right?
Right, but you rolled 8
Yes.
dice. So pick
Yeah.
2 of your lowest dice of those 8 and trash them.
Well, if he trashes the 5 and the 3, then that leaves him with a 6 and a 6 and a 5.
That would be a 17. That would be 1 dead Wendigo. Congratulations, gentlemen. We just saved the children's polar bear plunge, and we have defeated the evil Wendigo.
Yay!
Oh, this is kind of funny. Hold on, trying to get rid of the glare. Come on, camera. See what that says on the bottom?
Kill him. Kill him. Recommended method of curing a patient's Wendigo psychosis from the Alberta Psychiatric Journal.
That's why you do it.
That's awesome.
Okay, so we defeated him. So the last card, if you guys would like to see the last card we would have got, an Omen of Doom. Oops, hold on, sorry. The Omen of Doom.
Nice.
So we don't get the Omen of Doom. We don't get any more of these omens. And now we get to get our rewards for completing this. So the first thing that happens for all of us is we are going to reveal the mission card, taking the plunge, and we will have a fragment. I'm going to zoom in on these a little bit. So I will put, whoops, this fragment right here. And then since we're playing a 3-player game, we're going to draw 3 more fragments. And then we will lay these fragments out like this. Now, starting with the hero who did the killing blow, which would be Jeff, he gets to pick one of these fragments and add that fragment to the hero. Unfortunately, the early fragments you see are not quite as powerful. They're basically one use only. And when you use them, you sacrifice them. But the cool thing is they sit next to your saint, and you can use them in various different ways based on how you place them next to your saint. And I'll explain that next time you guys play. I don't think I explained that too much before, but basically the results we have here is we have this one right here, sacrifice to discard, and discard 1 card for each card in a Fading Saint's discard pile. The Fading Saint heals that number of cards. So basically this allows you to heal somebody who's fading. This one right here says recycle their hand, then draw 4 cards, which is very nice. This one is explode 1s and 2s, which means any 1s or 2s you roll additional dice for. That's what explode means. And this one says recycle their hand, then go to end. This one's really good for Dr. Z's to have. It allows him to heal basically any saint.
That's what I think I'm going to go for.
Okay. That is Dr. Z's. I think I'm going to take this one right here, which says you can sacrifice it to recycle your hand and draw 4 cards. This one's good for me because my hand size is only 4 anyways. And then Thomas? You can read those now, right?
Correct, yes.
You can even read the cool text. If I move my fingers.
So explode means just re-roll?
No, I think it means roll additional dice, if I remember correctly. Let me double check. I think explode means roll. Like if you roll a 1, you get to grab an additional die and roll it and add it. Or maybe just re-roll. Hold on. Because explode means different in different games. Explode. Roll an additional die of the same virtue if a die rolls a specific number. Yeah, so every roll of 1 or 2, you get to roll an additional die.
Oh, okay. You know, I think that's probably the one that I should get.
I think it's a good one too. Did you read what it said?
Teeth taste funny, especially when they're not yours. Or maybe they are. You yanked yours out with those rusty pliers last night when you heard your molars talking with your canines about you and their horrible plans for your flesh. Now you swim submerged in smothering sea of dental discards, stretching for the bleeding gums of some unseen shore. Wow.
Is that dark enough for you? Just a little bit dark.
It
Okay.
just makes you wonder what some of the people that made this game were like. What were they on?
Well, there's actually some famous writers they got for this, for writing some of the storylines and everything like that. There's actually some pretty well-regarded writers that did some of the stuff, so it's kind of cool. So
Yeah.
now you get to rebuild your Saint decks with the cool things that we just found. So the fleeting fragment we did not pick goes away. And now we come back to, we'll start with Thomas. So you lose this, and then we get to organize your cards by type. That's your fleeting fragment you get to keep. Wow, you still had an Omen of Hope. You were doing fine. And you had 2 Omens of Doom. That's not quite as fine. See, red, red, blue, blue, and blue. Okay, now what we do is we look at your character sheet. You see that you're allowed to keep 3 red cards. You have 1, 2, 3 red cards, so you keep those red cards. We see that you're allowed to keep 3 purple cards. You only have 2 purple cards, so you get to get another purple card, so we'll get to remember that. Because if any of us have extra purple cards, you can pick from the extras and take them from us. So we know that you're missing a purple card. You have 3 greens and you have 3 greens, so you'll keep those. You have 2 blues and 3 blues. So one of these blues you get to get rid of. So let's go ahead and zoom the camera back in again so you can pick. Which one of those blues would you like to remove from your hand?
Well, I think I need to keep the Grifter. So
the Grifter you're going to keep, and what else would you like to keep?
well,
Love battery is nice.
yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's keep the love battery. I mean, it just seems like that's...
So
There's
this goes
more.
in the community pool. So you're missing 1 purple card only. So let's just remember you're missing a purple card. Let's go ahead and zoom the camera back out again. And we'll go to Jeff. Okay, so Dr. Z's. Let's see, we got to move that. We have red, blue, green, blue, red, purple, blue, red. Wow, you got a lot of red cards. Purple, green, Omen, red, purple, Omen, purple, blue, and Omen. So you get to keep 4 purple. Well, let's start with your red cards. You get to keep 2 red cards.
I want to keep the finger post.
I'll zoom back in for you. So you have the razor blades, the murder board, murder board.
I wanna
So
keep
you
the
only get to
finger
keep 2 of them.
post.
You're going to keep the finger post, you said?
Yes.
Okay, and what else would you like to keep?
I think
One
I
more
want to keep
card.
an extra razor blade.
You're going to keep one of the razor blades?
Yeah.
Okay, these red cards go to the community pool. You can take one of these if you want, Thomas. If you didn't like some of your red cards, we'll come back in a second. You'll get to check among the red cards, and you'll see how this works in a second. So next up is 2 body. You only have 2 green cards, so you get to keep both of them. Next up is blue. You have 3 that you're allowed to keep, and you ended up with 4 of them.
I want to keep the Twitchcraft.
Okay, so that's 1.
I think I'm going to get rid of the bracelet.
You do see that allows you to heal, right?
Yeah.
And it's a discard, not a sacrifice.
And
I think I'll get rid of the Grifter then.
Okay. And remember, since this is a heal, you turn discard. Remember your special power is any heal card. You lower the cost by 1.
Yeah.
Any healing gift you play, you lower the cost by 1. So a discard for you turns into a recycle. So instead of discarding that, you recycle that to heal 3 surge gifts.
how many does he keep?
He gets to keep 3, and he's already kept 1, which is the Twitchcraft. So he gets to pick 2 more to keep.
Which one would you suggest getting rid of?
I don't think Mademoiselle Rue's that elixir is that great, but that's just me. You do what you want. I've never been that impressed by it. It's a sacrifice to flip 1 card. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, I'd get rid of her because I don't have any of her things anyways.
Okay, so it's 3 blue. And now we go to mine. You get to keep 4. And that is all you got is 4. So, whoops, I guess I should line it up better so you can see them. But that's all you got is 4.
Okay.
So that should be 11 cards for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, there's your 11 cards. Your Saint is built. You still have your gift. And now we come to me. I have green, purple, red, purple, red, omen, green, purple, blue, green, green, red, red. So I get to keep 4 red cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my 4 red cards. I get to keep 3 purple. I have 4 of them. So whichever one I don't keep is the one you're going to get, I think, Thomas. Well, let me do the body first. So one of these body cards I need to get rid of. So you'll see these are the body cards I have. Let me get rid of a Halligan bar. I don't need 2 Halligan bars. So these will be my 3 greens. And then I need to keep 3 purples. And whichever one I get rid of, you're going to get. Because you need to get 1 more purple card.
So
You want
would
Parasite?
Sure.
There you go. And those are our decks rebuilt.
Nice.
And that is the first mission completed, and that's how it goes. So now that we completed the first mission, what we would do is we would go on to the next storybook mission. Well, before we do that, were any of these cards ones that you wanted to put in your deck? Did you want any of these reds?
I don't remember what reds I had. Well, I got a murder board, so I don't need any of those other 2. I don't know,
I think you're good. I think you actually got some good red cards, but it's up to you.
okay, yeah, that works.
Okay. And then these cards go away. Those are discarded. Wait.
I love how Frank Block, the target he was shooting was a werewolf.
Yeah, he's part of the werewolf storyline. Hold on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. There you go. Yep. Almost mixed up your saint. I'll do this like this so I don't mix it up again. Yeah, he's part of the Skinwalker storyline, and the Skinwalker storyline is... Yeah, I can zoom this out a little bit here. So... we just did Taking the Plunge. The next one we would do would be In Cold Blood, which is the Snake Cultists. And then after that we go to Detox, and then after that we go to the Marathon. And then after the Marathon, we go to the rock concert, then we go to the play, then we watch the football game, and I have not done No Way Out yet, and then we finally go to Christmas and Counterpoint. Once we go through all these, then we go to the Book of the Skinwalkers, which is where we start fighting the lycanthropes, such as the werewolves, the oxen, the werefox, bulls, the werebulls and stuff like that. And then we go through that pure one. That's where we run into the first of the novums, which are the greater deities that are actually the ones trying to destroy the world. And we get to encounter one of them in one of the final missions.
It's kind of interesting to see a were-vegetarian.
There's a were-skunk.
But skunks aren't vegetarians.
That's true. So next thing we do is In Cold Blood, which is the February-March.
You know, we're going to have to play this a little bit more often.
Yes.
If we want to get caught up to the right months.
Yes, exactly.